Shawnetta. He didn't know what I was mad about. I know him and Shawnetta already had their own relationship, so I wasn't pissed about that, but Israel doctrine, no, I was tight about that.
So you posturing in front of people who ain't really built like that. So they fall for the okie doke. And this shit is 10-minute clips on camera. You don't know what happens when the camera goes off. You don't know that half of these niggas is cool with each other. You don't know that half of these niggas be on 125th Street scheming and thinking of ways to get you niggas to come and fucking pay $10 to sit in the fucking auditorium. So
like this last auction out in Adams County, Pennsylvania. Now you know what it is to live a day in my life, because I see you talking to people on YouTube, especially the real estate guy that said he's been in real estate for 10 years, and I'm teaching BS because there's no way that you can buy all this property going all the way back for $50.
Look at me, man.
All right. We got you.
Do you deal with the holy tablets 100%? Yes or no? Because your father, in the beginning of the holy tablets, he said everything that's in the holy tablets is true. You're in a reasonable doubt. Do you deal with the holy tablets 100%? Yes or no?
I'm going to answer the previous question out of respect for the brother who came up here like a normal good aspect. And this is not his favor, the brother right here. He's trying to learn something. I'm going to answer his question too. But we're not going to deal with wrong things when I ask.
All right. It's good. You're busy. All right.
So,
whatever.
Answer your question out of respect for you, brother. Because it's called.
All right, yo, hold on. Yo, I want to thank my brother for coming here.
All right.
You want to answer that?
Yeah, I'll ask you a question. I'll ask you a question.
What's the argument for?
I'll ask you a question.
Y'all the same people. Y'all arguing.
Yo, what the hell is going on?
Yo, we got this.
Yo. Wait. Hold on. Yo, chill. Yo, security, come on, man. What is security? That nigga's not on point, man. It's okay. You right. No. I'll break your fucking neck. Yo, chill. Hold on. Yo, chill. We good. We good. We got you.
not that what personality am I gonna follow? What nigga I'm talking about I like? You niggas sound homoerotic with all of these likes. How do you like another man? You know what I'm saying? I might, you know, respect your doctrine or whatever you doing and whatnot, but this shit is getting out of hand. They pine boxed, that was his neighbor, he pine boxed that nigga. Why? Because he told the world that I'm the mafia, I'm the mob, I'm built like that, I'm thugged out. Trayvon Martin listened to Rick Ross, Lil Wayne and all these niggas. You niggas said that you was thugged out. But when George Zimmerman bodied the nigga, you was talking about, you was in the march like, we shall overcome and freedom and
putting on hoodies and shit.
And work for us.
Putting on hoodies.
Buying Skittles and all of that. So the world, the Russian mafia, the Turkish mafia, the Eastern European mafia,
the Jewish mafia,
the Jewish mafia, everybody's mob affiliated, completely lost all respect for niggas. Your stocks fell through the fucking floor. Niggas is getting washed up around the world right now as a result of that. You have no fucking standings and credibilities. I'm sorry to break the news to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because this nigga's walking around selling pictures on eBay, and you can't tell me the goons ain't driving past this cracker every day. You can't tell me that thugs ain't walking past and goblins ain't walking past George Zimmerman. He beat his wife up and they gave you his address. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is completely washed up. You know what I mean? The dresses, the high heels. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to run around and debate. But when you running to get the Israelites on film, you running past the dope dealer. You running past the pimp. You running past niggas in high heels and pocketbooks and all of that stuff. You ain't stop and say none of them niggas. But you want to fuck with these niggas and got washed up for fucking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Shawnetta, he didn't know what I was mad about. I know him and Shawnetta already had their own relationship, so I wasn't pissed about that, but Israel doctrine, no, I was tight about that. All of them niggas. And then you got Shad Cooper, like, come on, man. Everybody telling me Shad Cooper's a good dude, so why is Shawnetta making that boy look bad? Why you dragging him in your mud? God's going to ugly. Shawnetta ain't going to last long. That's right, Shawnetta. That's right, talk that talk. And that's all. Do what I do the best and suck a dick. Okay. I dare you to come outside right now. I dare you to meet me right now. And bring whoever you want to bring. I dare you. You keep on talking, I'm gonna kick your wife in the ass. You keep on talking, I'm gonna kick your wife in the ass. You keep on talking. You forgot I seen your wife. I know what she looked like.
This don't do that, Poppy.
Who the fuck you think you playing with?
Hold on, Poppy.
Who you think you playing with?
I feel you, Poppy, but hold on, don't. You ain't, you know what I mean? Like,
you ain't gonna do nothing but call the police. Son, that ain't gonna do nothing but call the police. Them niggas that you think you got around you, bring them outside right now. I'm willing to die right now. Are you nigga? You should be. You got hate? Fuck you think you playing with? Stop playing with me, nigga.
See this shit, you know what I mean?
Fuck you up, Sonetta.
Yeah, this shit done
I
got
will
crazy.
fuck you up, Sonetta. Who you think you playing with? Come outside right now. We ain't gotta do this internet shit. Nah, you ain't gotta block Sonetta. Let him talk that gangster shit. Tell that nigga to come outside. You ain't gotta block him. Tell him to come outside. He thought I was playing. We could go knife to knife right now. Me and Sonetta could go knife to knife right now. What's good? Don't back out. Play whoever you want to.
Man, this shit didn't
Fuck is you think you playing with, nigga? Who you think you playing with? Come outside, Sonetta. Now fuck that. Put an address where there ain't no cameras at. Where there ain't no cameras. Matter of fact, we can do it on cameras. We can do it right in Harlem right now, you bitch nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing but call the fucking police. You puss. But don't worry about that, because I know when I see you, I know what you gonna do. You gonna fold. You gonna fold. Fucking coward.
Yeah.
Some long ass nails like a bitch. You got long nails like a bitch. I slap the shit out of you. I would fuck you up.
Yeah, I definitely, I see this shit is just like, wow, man. But when it's a personal situation, that this is my thing. It's a personal situation that I feel people is playing with, regardless if he feel like.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Here's what it boils down to. I'll tell you what it boils down to. Right? When you look at a nigga like Sonetta, understand something. Not from because he exposed Elijah Muhammad for being a pedophile. Because, for example, one of my friends was murdered behind exposing bad piece of Islam. He was murdered. Right? There's a war going on. Bear is not walking the street. Bear don't even say no motherfucking name beside that. He thinks he built like that. Okay. I'm gonna show him something. Keep making the videos in your house, homeboy. Keep making them in your house. Because at the end of the day, anybody that sits up there and deals with Sonetta after he tries to kill, after somebody killed, as an advocate of child molestation, who in their right mind would ever fuck with him again? He is a disgrace to the community. I ain't even got to do nothing to Sonetta. Sonetta killing himself. Sonetta killed himself.
This
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. All I would do is try to suck his dick. Okay. I hear you, Sonetta. I hear you. I hear you. But you won't say it to my face, though.
Yeah, it's too much, fam. It's too much. Like I said,
it's too much. Because at the end of the day, the nigga a piece of shit, and all he can do is sit up there and talk that shit. But the reality of it is, when I catch Sonetta, when I catch him, I guarantee you, the only thing he gonna do when he see me is automatically, if he ain't got a bunch of goons around him, he gonna start running. He gonna run fast like a track star. He's gonna run. Because there ain't gonna be no copping out once I run up on him. There ain't gonna be none of that. He can talk all that tough talk all he wants to. He ain't never been in an arena with a dude like me. You keep on playing. Keep on playing, Sonetta. The setup game, we all can play the setup game, nigga. We all can play that game.
Man,
but business, if this best eating cold, I can let this shit go on for the next 3 years and catch you later. If your AIDS don't kill you first, you nasty nigga. You fucked your wife pussy all up with them AIDS. You fucked her vagina all up, you corroded ass nigga. You got that old woman dying, but you bitch nigga.
Let me say this real quick, Poppy. Let me say this. You know what? I believe this. The whole situation, and I'm not saying you wrong for speaking on how you feel and what you seen that day as far as what happened with what was his name? Immortal Technique and all that. But what I think is, and I said this to Malik and I think I told Tarnoon, don't let this take away from what your mission is. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let it take away from what your mission is, because you got a lot of people following you, bruh. You got a lot of people following you.
Hold on, check this out. Let me paint the picture for you.
Go ahead.
This is not taking away. You know what it's doing? It's educating the victims, not the spectators. It's showing the victims how devious people will get to try to have you killed when you expose a pedophile that's known. So this is actually showing and giving a timeline and a story of my life.
So in the conscious community, you got your Nation of Islam, your Hebrew Israelites, your God Bodies, your Kemetic niggas, your RBGs, your MSTAs, all of these groups. You understand what I'm saying? When I see that, I see power. I see economic power. I see political power. I see intellectual power. It goes back to the whole college thing. The Ivy Leagues. These are the Ivy Leagues. These are the Voltron Lions. So if anybody comes in and they create any kind of disruptance inside of that cipher, if they come and try to fracture that movement, you're a fucking agent. You might not know that you're an agent, but you're an enemy to my state.
You're doing the work for the.
You're doing the work for people. We haven't been infiltrated by people in whiteface. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, they just showed you that the leader of all things Negro, Al Sharpton, is a fucking rat. And has been one since the 80s, since he was Chubby Al. So, you once a rat, always a rat. Once you get the fucking check, can't you never get off of the check? Niggas is in whatchamacallit, what's that shit where they ship you away? Witness protection. You can't get off of witness protection. You a CI, you a confidential informant, you always an informant. So we've been infiltrated not by people in whiteface. You don't see crackers coming in disrupting. They sending in agents and provocateurs and whatnot. You dig what I'm saying? So the conscious community has been fractured by niggas who basically have come inside of the conscious community who wasn't built to come inside of this conscious community to have leadership roles in the first place. Because once again, I come from the LIU. The structure that was set, the stage that was set when we came in with A.A. Rashid, who might have been the last teacher to be sanctioned by the master teachers and the elders. They basically were the ones who gave you your stripes and your stars and was like, boom, you sat on the stage, they set you up at LIU, you was officially sanctioned, you got your button on some mob shit.
Got your stripes.
The people who came in now, this shit is fucking Phoenix Academy. Niggas came in through YouTube, through a side door that there was nobody guarding the door. You came in on some Phoenix Academy shit. You didn't get sanctioned. You got sanctioned by how many likes and comments you got on YouTube and views and whatnot. That's not real to my field. You dig what I'm saying? So when them niggas came in, what did they do? They ravaged everything that was built before them. You got niggas who came in on Drew Ali's shoulders, Elijah Farrakhan's shoulders, motherfucking Dr. Sabi's shoulders, and shitted on each and every one of them when they came in. Did talk shit about them, made clips about them, debated against them, and all of that stuff. It's almost akin to if Polite did a debate against Dr. York. I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the shoulders that you come in on.
That's your elder.
So it would show me that your character is questionable. So a lot of these niggas is questionable, and they was lame before they got into the consciousness around people who are not really hip to the street life and hip to what it is to have integrity and all of that stuff because they not up that cloth. So you posturing in front of people who ain't really built like that. So they fall for the okie doke. And this shit is 10-minute clips on camera. You don't know what happens when the camera goes off. You don't know that half of these niggas is cool with each other. You don't know that half of these niggas be on 125th Street scheming and thinking of ways to get you niggas to come and fucking pay $10 to sit in the fucking auditorium. So it's corny.
So shit is conscious wrestling.
It's beyond conscious wrestling. It started picking up after Loaded Lux did the fucking shit with the nigga Calico.
You gonna get
you know
this
what I
right?
mean? Niggas started, you know, that was the revamp of the whole debate thing. That this shit looks like it's, you know what I mean? I could do this inside of this community and gain the you know what I mean? I could get it popping in here, and that's not what this is about, family. You know what I mean? The only debate that I'm willing to see right now is whose economic system works.
And
that's the only debate that I want to see. You have to show me the motherfucking money. You got to show me the property. You got to show me the acreage. You got to tell me why people in your organization still work 9 to 5 and you niggas is sovereign and aboriginal and indigenous and all of this stuff. You niggas flipped your birth certificate, but I've been vending independently. Okay? I've been an economic sovereign. I've been a booster since the 90s, my nigga. I never worked for no cracker. I never wanted to work for a cracker. I knew that if I worked for a cracker, that it would compromise my integrity about who I was and my mission, because you smiling up in these crackers' faces from 9 to 5. You're not gangster. You're not a revolutionary on your job. You're not Hotep Israel Ra'el Bey at work, my nigga. You're not telling Yaqub that you're going to chase them back in the caves at work. So you're compromised. You play two faces. You talk two different languages. You bilingual, my nigga. You speak white language and you speak that conscious shit when you get off of work.
And then you speak nigga shit.
You speak niggardly at work. I don't believe you niggas.
Yeah.
So if I'm sovereign and all of that stuff, like I said, I've been independent for a long time. So I've been at the festivals. I haven't missed one. I've been at Monday class, Wednesday class. There's only 5 tables that's set up. And when 5 tables set up, that means 5 vendors. So 5 vendors mean that there's somebody that started a company and they're going amongst their people to sell the stuff that the company, the products and services of their company. So all of these people who have suddenly became all of these fucking, these, I'm not a debtor and all of this other, where's your companies at? Because inside of the community, you're supposed to promote to the community. You're supposed to have products and services on display. And the fucking shea butter movement and all of that other shit, that's not enough.
Incense and shit.
The instant movement, that's not enough. This nigga selling DVDs, t-shirts, and shea butter, and been like that for 7 years. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll wait. My nigga like, I'll wait. So I don't see nothing. I'm from the show me state. I'm from the streets. I like to get styled on. My nigga, style on me. Pull up in something. Like, you know what I mean? Let me just see something. So that's the only relevant debate that is worthwhile anybody's time and money at this point. What system works? Not what personality am I going to follow? What nigga I'm talking about I like? You niggas sound homoerotic with all of these likes. How do you like another man? You know what I'm saying? I might, respect your doctrine or whatever you doing and whatnot, but this shit is getting out of hand. It's not even a cult of personality worship no more. It's some other sick kind of shit going on. Because these niggas are so much flip side. I see niggas talk about they hate one nigga 1 week, and then they like him the next week. And then they hate him the next week, and then they like him the next week. Who wants to even be a part of that? That's sick and toxic. So I remove myself from all of that shit. I don't fuck with the YouTube and I do my radio show. We have KTL Empowerment. I empower people. We help people get money. You know what I mean? Through other means and whatnot. We help people with situations to get out of their situations. But all of that shit where motherfuckers are taking money. People are breaking up families. People are losing property. You know what I mean? People getting locked up. Nobody is being held accountable. Show me that. Let me see that debate. Whose shit is really real like that? I want to see like Dr. Sebi. They tried to put him in jail in the 80s because he said he cured AIDS. He brought 77 fucking witnesses to testify against him in Supreme Court, and they couldn't say shit. You dig what I'm saying? They couldn't say nothing to him.
Show and prove.
Because New York is going through economic warfare. Atlanta's going through economic. DC, VA, fucking Baltimore, California, black men are going through economic warfare. You niggas call it gentrification and get happy that they put a fucking bagel shop in a trap house. You think you made it. It's economic warfare. They won't hire anybody who's heterosexual that's standing on a square. The crackers is not feeling that. They're not bringing niggas like that into the workforce. So the organizations who's supposed to be going back to the beginning, if you were working as a whole, I was trying to push for this. Where's our unions? Where's our coalition? How you niggas have not infiltrated the construction market yet? The construction industry, where there's a construction boom.
Because all this shit is getting built in New York.
It's a construction boom in New York. It's a construction boom in every major city going on right now. So I know my brothers from the RBG don't work no corporate. They not built like that. My niggas in the Zulu Nation, they not gonna put on no suit and tie. My niggas coming home, they got trades under their belt. They not trying to sit in no cracker's office and be all proper and shit like that. They want to build and destroy. We supposed to have unions and coalitions for them. So I could tell my brother from RBG, I could be a Moore, he could be whatever. We could get $40, $50 an hour, fill our refrigerators up, have as many babies as we want. You talk that conscious shit after work. You paying dues and helping build up your organization and your motherfucking, you paying union fees so we build up our infrastructure, and 6 months later we could talk consciousness. That's what I'm talking about. And you would never have to worry about no debating about what works, the Hebrews and all. Let me tell you something. If I got into any issues in the hood, you know who I would go and contract? You know who I would go and see when the cameras was off? The motherfucking Hebrew Israelites. Them niggas put in work, nigga.
Serious.
Them niggas put in serious work. So all you niggas is lame for cutting that shit off right there. That tells me that these niggas are not from the streets. You niggas is not cut from that dinosaur claw. I just don't, I'm not seeing eye to eye with the movements that I'm seeing right now. I can't co-sign it. I have no problem going against every single one of these niggas with what they standing for. Cause it's not real right now. You know what I mean? And real will recognize real. I don't care about YouTube trolls. I don't care about popularity contests. I don't care about hurting feelings. It means nothing to me. Cause I know who the fuck I am and my team is strong. Okay, and we will wash up any niggas who try to cross any lines. Bottom line. But the shit that I'm seeing don't make sense. How would you cut the fucking, how would you try to disrespect these dudes when these niggas is in the streets putting in work? The Moors ain't even in the streets like that. No, it's a lot of niggas that's not in the streets demonstrating straight like that. To stand in the streets in front of white people, Caucasoids, Popo, anybody, your own people, and to stand on your fucking square and to be in straight costume and uniform. Because I wouldn't really take them niggas serious if they had on some Old Navy t-shirts and jeans. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? That shit kind of works for them. You know what I mean? And I seen them put in work. I seen them niggas put in work. And I know the kind of work that they put in. And they won't put it on YouTube. It's not for YouTube. You know what I mean? George Zimmerman is walking around in the streets right now, niggas. Nobody in the conscious community could tell me nothing. All that RBG shit is out the window until that nigga gets put in the pine box. How did you get that lesson? You were so smart. You niggas is focusing on 10,000 years ago. How you didn't perceive that lesson? Case in point, when they ran over John Gotti's son, what the fuck happened? They pine boxed. That was his neighbor. He pine boxed that nigga. Why? Because he told the world that I'm the mafia. I'm the mob. I'm built like that. I'm thugged out. Trayvon Martin listened to Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and all these niggas. You niggas said that you was thugged out. But when George Zimmerman bodied the nigga, you was talking about, you was in the march like, we shall overcome and freedom and
putting on hoodies and shit.
And work for us.
Putting on hoodies.
Buying Skittles and all of that. So the world, the Russian mafia, the Turkish mafia, the Eastern European mafia,
the Jewish mafia,
the Jewish mafia, everybody mob affiliated, completely lost all respect for niggas. Your stocks fell through the fucking floor. Niggas is getting washed up around the world right now as a result of that. You have no fucking standings and credibilities. I'm sorry to break the news to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because this nigga's walking around selling pictures on eBay, and you can't tell me the goons ain't driving past this cracker every day. You can't tell me that thugs ain't walking past and goblins ain't walking past George Zimmerman. He beat his wife up and they gave you his address. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is completely washed up. You know what I mean? The dresses, the high heels. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to run around and debate. But when you running to get the Israelites on film, you running past the dope dealer. You running past the pimp. You running past niggas in high heels and pocketbooks and all of that stuff. You ain't stop and say none of them niggas. But you want to fuck with these niggas and got washed up for fucking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
At this last auction out in Adams County, Pennsylvania. Now you know what it is to live a day in my life, because I see you talking to people on YouTube, especially the real estate guy that said he's been in real estate for 10 years and I'm teaching BS because there's no way that you can buy all this property going all the way back for $50. Of course, paying closing fees take you to about $700 or whatever for just this one property. The other one you bought for $25. But yeah, you see, what I try to explain to the real estate brother who went to school for 10 years is perhaps it's not me teaching bullshit. Perhaps you've been taught bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta play it out. You need to get a refund because if they didn't give him this information how to do this, maybe it was a conflict of interest and that's why they couldn't tell him how to do this. But
of course,
you know,
it'll destroy the market.
Yeah, he should have learned how to do this because then he wouldn't have had to ever go to real estate school. Because I went there with I went there with $1,000 to spend. Now, had I had direct deposit, I could have got my check from my job deposited that day. I'd have bought another property.
Talking about land. Yeah. My land. So how important do you think is the information that I'm disseminating?
This is the best information out right now.
Last year, at this time, we called for a unity rally. We had the Muslims with us. We had the brothers that was with Ancient Kemet with us. I gave a call out for us to meet up here and to take a unity rally picture. We called out the Moors. We called out the Nation of Islam. They showed up. We called the Muslim brothers. Some of them showed up. We called the Red, Black, and Green brothers. They showed up. But the excuse for the Moors was they with that red, black, and green stuff, and we don't want to get caught in the picture in case y'all put black power on the picture. But hold on. We can talk that sweet shit up here all we want to. But when it was time for us to come together, when we made that damn call, nobody showed up. Come on, man, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. No goddamn, no, listen. I keep it real all the goddamn time. And now some of you feelings is getting hurt. Because of that. You sound like a fool, man. You sound like a fool. You sound like a fool. Why, you can't take the truth? You can't take the truth? Come on, man. You can't take the truth? We get up here and we talk all this sweet stuff all the time. But when it's really time to come together, we don't come together. When this is over, let's come together for real. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Islam, boy. Islam. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, boy. Regardless, boy. Islam. We good. All right, family, we're about to close out right now. Okay, wait, hold on. Peace. I got you. All right, family. Everybody calm down. Got you. Family.